Servus, my name is Mei, and I'm your host of this podcast. I want to invite you on this spiritual journey to find love and acceptance. The best way to find belonging is through connecting to your greatness. And the moment you start looking inward and taking responsibility for everything that is in your life, you will find empowerment in true belonging. You will be able to recognize wrong labels and boxes that are not suitable for you anymore. And you will be able to find out what your inner truth is. These readings are created to support your journey in finding your true self. If you like the podcast, please give it a 5-star rating. This will give more people the opportunity to find us, or share it with someone who will benefit off of it. Come join us in the Facebook group Messages from a Starseed to meet like-minded people and talk about the weekly energies. You can find the link in the show notes. And now I wish you a lot of fun with today's reading. My beautiful people and starseeds out there, hello and welcome to today's special full moon reading of August 15th. What a beautiful date. I think we should dive right in, but again, for those of you who are listening and don't see the colors, we're having a rainbow colored flower on the left side, a purple flower on the center, and the white flower on the right hand side. For those of you, just take a moment, feel in and see which of those flowers calls to you that will have and hold your personal message. Yeah, and as always, if you need to just press pause, otherwise we can just dive right in for the general message of this full moon that we're having. I like this one. Back then I was still, when I made the card, I'm calling it win or lesson, but it's about success or lesson. And this full moon is wanting you to see that even though some situations might feel very bad or very negative, they always have something good within them. So it's either, it's either a win for us because we're gaining something beautiful and we're receiving something beautiful, or if it's not that positive, usually a situation is basically a lesson for us. And even that is, positive because we're learning something. So this is actually a reminder to not see everything as negative and actually see the beauty in each lesson that we receive in life. Yeah. Oh, and I like that this second card coming in moment by moment. And this is very interesting, coming especially as an addition to the reading that we had on Monday, because it's about not planning too much, and because sometimes we tend to plan a lot of things, and if we see things moment by moment, we take out a lot of pressure that might be hidden in the background, and we just release it, because I can't plan more than maybe for tomorrow, and then during the day I can only plan moment by moment. So this is empowering us to to enjoy the moments themselves and then deciding on things on the moments. And we have the third card is adjust later, which is basically telling you, get going, get doing, don't hold yourself back because you feel that whatever you want to start is not perfect enough. Just go for it, because you can always adjust anything a little bit later. Maybe the lesson right now here in this case, or what you're supposed to be doing, is actually just getting started. It's important for you to get started with whatever it is. I mean, this can be a new work project. This could be a new encounter. Maybe also on the emotional level. Maybe it's something that you've been meaning to look into, but you have been pulling it back or putting it aside. So this is basically the full moon telling you, just get started. So let's see what we have for the rainbow colored people, whoever chose the rainbow colored flower. And I have to smile a little bit because we had this one on Monday also with the personal messages to simplify it. So I'm not gonna, simplify it. Just, it's so simple. Whatever is going on in your life, again, if maybe it might be the project over here, don't take it too serious. Don't, no, not too serious. Don't take it too much. Don't try to see the simplicity in things and how you can make things. So if you have a current project right now, whichever it is, again, this could also be on an emotional level. See for yourself how you can simplify things. Maybe to give you an example with the emotional things, I remember in the beginning of my spiritual practices, I remember that whenever I had to, for example, I had an old pattern that I realized and I wanted to let it go and I wanted to do something about it. So I was waiting for the special day, like special day, special moon, so that I could, make a ritual for it. And I had to have the special colors and everything. But in the end, it was all about energy, right? And if everything is energy, if I simplify things, I can make a smaller ritual. It doesn't always have to be the big one. I'm not saying that the big ones are not good. It's just that sometimes we tend to procrastinate or see that as an excuse to not do certain things. And again, also this fits with the adjust later because it's about, get going in a simple way. Let's see what we have for the purple flower. Oh, this is so weird. I really shuffled the cards and we're having another card again, but this time it's actually personal. We had it as a general card for on Monday. Walk through the door. And so this is for you, this moon is telling you to be mindful of where people have opened doors for you. It might be even yourself that you have opened doors for something, maybe some epiphany, some certain things is like a new stage in your life might be coming up and everything's ready for it. You just have to make the step to walk through. And, I'm getting the chills right now because we're having this card again, also with the adjust later, with the moment by moment, with the simplified. So it's about getting, getting things done and walking through the door. So make yourself aware of what is holding you back of going through the door. And then maybe, find a way for yourself to walk through. And let's see what we have for the white. Oh, so whoever of you guys chose the white flower, it's about giving compliments. And this is about giving compliments to yourself or to your surroundings, because sometimes it's hard for us to give compliments to ourselves. So it might be easier to start by giving compliments to other people. One thing that I started doing a long time ago for myself to just get into practice is whenever I did something good, even if it was just a tiny thing, to compliment myself for doing that, because it's something that I've done and that's awesome. And it's always good to celebrate ourselves, right? So this could be like, hey, awesome that you washed the dishes, or, like because sometimes we set goals and we don't do them. And then every now and then we do them. So if you, for example, going for runs, making sport, being more mindful with yourself. So whenever you actually do the things that you set out to do that are part of your goal, give yourself compliments for that. And again, always, if it's too hard to give yourself compliments, start complimenting other people. There's always beautiful things that we can compliment on people and on ourselves. So this is a beautiful reminder for those of you. So yeah, these are very beautiful messages. My favorite moment by moment. It's something that it's very good to practice because it's about releasing, letting go of the need to have to plan everything, and also adjust later. It's about, get started, get going. Some things, don't hold yourself back with too many things. Beautiful messages. I hope you like them as well from this full moon. I hope to see you again on Monday when we're back with the next messages for the coming week. And until then, I wish you a great time. Use the energies of this moon to manifest and create. And whatever you want to see. And turn your attention to the positive things, which is what the first card was saying. Thanks again for tuning in and have fun with these messages and have a great time. Talk to you on Monday. Bye, guys. Servus.